it's been a it's been a while. It's been a while. So straight away, I'm not gonna kick in on oh, welcome people. No man, we're just getting straight into it. We're doing lives again. We're gonna be doing StreamYard. I know this is a live itself. With me on it, we can go StreamYard shortly, but for now I'll stick to the video. Yeah, so man, I've took some time out. Sometimes you have to. We got Secret as well, super mod. So yeah, man, I've had time out. Save Paul as well. You could be two. I think I know. I think I know who it is as well. Big up Paul. That's someone who's commenting on the. Oh, you well, my mate. Nice one. I'm good, man. I am good. Yeah, that's the thing. So, I've looking back at YouTube now, I'm thinking, it was a good hobby that I had until things themselves started going like left in life, and that happens. Pablo Diablo, yeah. So I thought it was you. I thought it could have been my cousin. Cousin's called Paul, and he's mad enough to come on and write his real name, and everybody didn't know him. Yeah, I've got a cousin called Paul, you see, and I've spoke to his mum, so there was that possibility of him subscribing to the channel, knowing how to do YouTube. So yeah, man, I hope you're well as well. Is that your real name as well? Well then. This, by the way, is one of them Cuban cigars. It's legal, I promise. So they can't, I've seen Joe Rogan doing them. That means I'm allowed to on a video. Well, we've got a Christmas tree there. You can't see much of it. It's not even that big, but it's still a Christmas tree. So we're rocking back with lives and opening up the panel. Man, when it comes down to talking about stuff at the moment, us people that have great thoughts, meaning like we think outside the box. We'll have some right conversations in regards to we got Chemical as well, man. Yes, it's the original Chemical as well. So many of the originals, man. Always everyone's still about. So yeah, and I don't know how long it's been, but you guys could probably tell me how long it's been. But that time was needed. I'm in a different house now. I don't live inside the house that I was living in. I'm in a new place now. It's my own. I don't need to. That old house was a nightmare. We'll just leave it there. We'll have a story time about that, because the time that I went through, I've got to actually say that it probably was one of the toughest times in my life, man. But I got through it, and then afterwards realised, like, you know what I mean, like it humbled me a lot, and that's when then having time on my hands, it's made me start doing some of the things that I wanted to do, whilst under pressure, when I wanted to do these other things, and I could never get them done. And now that I've made the ocean clear for myself, I can see clearly, I can get these things done. And that's enabling me then to then look and think, YouTube, to do it yourself, to be the person that's talking behind the camera, unless you're causing mayhem, trolling, because it's known now, isn't it? It's really known, it's famous. So unless you're trolling somebody or getting at somebody, you're just trying to get a chow. I suppose you've got to be a bit of a, have a bit of a character, a bit of a charisma, and also be a little bit awake to what's going on. Damn, like, you just got to not even look at no news. Like, I don't do news, I watch what I watch what I know what's right, the right information. So looking at like some of the like the countries at the moment, the amount of debates that you could have and talks, and different people that have different views, because there is always someone else with a different opinion. And American politics is crazy. Like if you can get into them type of conversations, that and then have like especially if you understand it as well. Now I'm not saying that I'm some bloody American, as know all, but from what I watch and from what I digest, from watching a 4 hour interview or numerous 4 hour interviews of candidates and stuff like that. It kind of, Big DT back in the White House almost off secret. Yeah, man, we said that it happened as well some time ago. I think it's needed, like, DT is needed inside there. She's fine, mate. She's fast asleep at the side of me. How you doing, Trail? You well? Long time, man. I know it's been a while. I've had to be on a journey. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it as, oh, I've been through hell. Oh, you know what I mean? Like you can't do that. There was points that I felt like that, and I got like that where I was kind of like looking in the sky and thinking, God help me, like literally. But we'll go through that another time. That's not what we're on here for. Not on the first video upload where we're coming back. So yeah, man, it's took me a bit of a while. I've been wanting to jump back on, and I didn't really know where to start. Was it gaming? Because I can do the FIFA. I've got FIFA 25. I can play that. I can do that. Is it talking? Now this channel kind of was known. If everybody remembers the originals, this channel was known to be chill. It was known to have a chilled vibe with it. It was known to try and keep the toxification out of it. Now, I'm not saying that that's about it. May still be. I don't care if it is, because there's not there's no way I am getting involved, and there's not a human being that could get me involved unless you just started making random videos and making lies up like that's good. That Big Vlad. That sounds funny. That you good Styla. Big Vlad like Vlad TV. Reckon Vlad TV. Who watches Vlad TV? Do you think Vlad TV's feds? Think he's a police worker? Do I like this off the camera, or what do you get? I may as well light it off the camera, man. It's only a cigar, you know what I mean, guys? Yeah, you can smoke that, as long as you don't do that often. I've seen people doing it. Some YouTubers that I watch. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and there's a lot of people do this, and depends whether some of them have got tails and stuff like that. A lot of people who've been through madness, in America, even in England, telling stories. Now they're not doing it a podcast way anymore. People are kind of like realizing, hang on a minute, I'm going on this guy's podcast, telling him my story. Now some of them, if you look at the likes of Sammy the Bull Gravano, has got over 20 million views, or is it 40 million views? He beat his podcast with Diana Sawyers. So that's showing you that if you imagine if he did that on his own channel instead. So yeah, you get a lot of people telling stories through the internet themselves now instead. You've got guys like that guy from Chicago. Looks like a bit of a freak because he's got tattoos all over his face like a lunatic, scribbles, but it's called King Yellow. But you know, you got to respect his lane. You know what I mean? You can't just go on here and start pissing all over people and think you're better than everybody, because you're not. Um, you know what I mean? It's one of them. He's him, and you're you, and you might not like him. I don't really like him myself, but I don't hate him. That's why I say it's peace. That's Sammy the Bull, the beef with Ratwood. I can't believe that it was the rat that was reaching for him though. Like Sammy exactly wasn't trying to reach out though. Ice cream, big up man. Love you well, man. Let me see if I've missed anyone up inside the building. So we've got Big Bad Paul K up inside there. We've got Trey. We've got The Secret. Everyone always as well hit the like buttons, man. This shit is now going to start getting pushed. I'm doing fine. Ice, Scoom, you know. You've been listening to some drill music, haven't you? Medium Scoom. That's a saying in there in Chicago. They call it each other, like where we call each other lad or what's happening, bro. And over there they say Scoom. Yeah, man. So yeah, these blogs and that I've been watching, like, or you know, like it just shows you, yeah, that if you get in front of the camera and do start yapping, I ain't got no Tim Westwood is hiding away, Danny. Have you heard about him? No, but that'd be a great discussion. I've heard, did he hear something about him? I heard something about him being a wrong one. Tim, but it wouldn't surprise me though. Do you know what I mean? Like these days, the amount of celebrities that are getting, like, gee, like he's hiding in Nigeria. Yeah, the amount of I mean, these are the things that we can talk about on StreamYard. All I want to know is, are we going to get guests at the same time? But then at the same time, you can use the screen. Westwood is the Savile of hip hop. Hey Paul, we could name that the StreamYard if you wanted, mate. There's no video on there. I just wanted to show face, you know, show everyone that I'm back. I'm in full mind, body, and soul. Um, I'm not on here like, you know. I believe when you're going through it, you kind of like should put your head down and wait until you get back into the lane and come back, and you know, like you don't come on here when you're stressed out, like, oh, can you believe this is going on? Like there's only some people who do that, and it's gone against them. Do you know what I mean? When they start airing out all the bullshit on social media. Now, if you don't think that that YouTube live is social media, then you're crazy. You get me? Just because you're saying it there and then, and you can put the video on private or whatever the hell. Like, that's the biggest lie of there. Like, I could say something on here now, and that shit could get me arrested, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's how live and real it is. But yeah, we could do the StreamYard. There's been quite a few people join. A lot of people like to leave a comment where it can be left on the screen, because then they become part of the program itself, as opposed to me just talking and nobody seeing the live afterwards. But yeah, man, it's Danny's back. I'm not going to be back on one of them every 2 week basis. I'm thinking to try and get it rolling properly. I've bought some new bits to go toward, like equipment, lighting, stuff like that, stands, um, devices. So yeah, things. I'm planning on doing YouTube. Not as a full-time thing, like as like some mad job or whatever, but yeah, I'm definitely going to give it some heart because, you know, do you know that when I had that channel, this channel, there was there was a point I did over 100,000 views. I don't know whether it was over a year or, and I look at that and I think like, wow, like, you know, and the amount of support that I got as well from some of the guys, like, it was it was mad crazy. I suppose when you get that bit older as well, like me now, I've gone even more settled than what I was when I was on YouTube last time as a human. So that the reason that being is I've had a few enlightenings. I mean, along the way you get enlightened, don't you? You learn because you like, I ain't making that mistake again, because you learn from the mistake of what you make. You know what I mean? And we all make mistakes, and you can make a mistake 2 years ago that can affect you today. Um, I've heard a saying, and literally, like, it is so true that everybody's like can be one step away from being homeless, and like, so always count your blessings. So that kind of like that recently with me resonated in a big way, man, because I lost my property and lost everything inside the house, everything down to the only things that I had left out that full house that everyone used to see on YouTube. I only had sets of clothes for 3 days and Coco's lead and Coco's food, and that's what I left the house with. Say no more on this video today, but yeah, everything. But now, like I say, I wouldn't come on YouTube at a time like that. Oh no, everyone. Um, yes, Clint, big up, man. Good to see you back. Nice one, guys, as well. For what happened, Danny? What the hell? I know, Ice. Um, what happened was along the way, man. I got humbled. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm all right now. Like, I got not humbled like by the situation or the person or the people that made it happen. Um, Humbled by what happened. Get a link out. So humbled by what happened means like I've got this place now, like this one that I'm in. This is this is something that I would never ever ever jeopardize. So you just know that I used to go on nights out. I used to go every now and again. Yeah, I go on a night out, and I'd be prone to get into trouble or stuff like that, like, and not really care about the consequences, because at the time I had a landlord with a sticky situation. The sticky situation was it was too good to be true. You know, there was no the rent was too cheap on the property. The landlord didn't really care about the maintenance on the actual property, so it was run down in that sense. Then then he was selling the property. Then I had to move out of it. Then it got deemed as unfit to live in, and that's how I got the council then to get me out of there. But then they put me into a living accommodation, which was terrible, with the dog in a bleeding hotel. But I'm not going to do that shit that someone else was doing on YouTube when they was in that situation, because it looks like you're doing it for people for a handout. Do you know what I mean? So at the time, I just went through it, man. But here I am now, with not the same stuff, but stuff around with it is better. And no, it ain't off the fucking, what do they call it, the help scheme. It's not off them. All the shit's been done and sorted out. It's been done and sorted out because I made it happen. Like I say, through sticking through it. So what I will do, and on these videos will be, on some of them, explain like how I got through certain situations and days, and how even having a dog, having Coco, literally like kept me in there. Them days that I just thought, I feel like what, and you know what? I had to stay. Yeah, here's the accommodation rules I went through. For 4 months, I was in a hotel room where I was not allowed to stay out after midnight. I was not allowed to have no visitors. I was not allowed to have nobody inside my room. I was not allowed to smoke inside my room. If I broke any of those stipulations right there, I had to be in by midnight. I don't know if I forgot to say that. I weren't allowed to stay out no matter what. Even on my birthday, you couldn't stay out. It was crazy. But the reward was, everyone was telling me at the time, stick in there, Danny, you'll be all right. And I was looking at him thinking, stick in there, you'll be all right. Are you taking a piss? So I was putting the phone down on people. People was phoning me like, my dad's phoning me. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? I'm like this. How am I doing? I'm like, what type of question is that? I'm sat here looking at a phone waiting for it to ring, open at the council. Now then I've got other friends that are going, don't worry Danny, soon you'll be in a nice place, it'll be your own. And I'm thinking, these are taking the piss, these man telling me I'll be in a new place and it'll be bright. And you know what? I ended up with a building that was brand new, never even been used. So yeah, man, I won, done it. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like it was the sticking in there did work, man. But 4 months of grinding and psychological fucking warfare, man. Yeah, Danny, your house in my your Coco. Yeah, having Coco made me, yeah, man. Coco's daddy. Oh, bless your dad, man. Send him love, bro. Yeah, man. Having Coco, I mean, if I didn't have Coco, I would have turned around and gone, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to stay at my mate's house. I'll sleep there, so on and so on. But now I've got something where I'm settled for life now. And I live near the sea. We're going to be going on mad little tours here on these videos of waters, canals, museums and shit on the way. Crazy, mate. I've been walking around and had a look and been thinking, this is what I've been thinking about the YouTube. I've been thinking, I can't wait to get back on YouTube, you know, 'cause I'm thinking, these sites are sick, mate. Like, this is nothing compared to no, that I used to live around where I used to see canal boats, that was nothing. This is next level. That's it, the only way is up, man, you crack on. And the carpets are getting done on Thursday as well, which is great. I've had them all measured up and that. I didn't even think that I'd get them done before Christmas and they're getting done. So it's all onwards and upwards. Live videos are definitely going to be coming with StreamYard. I know it's better. I know this is like greedy, doing it on your own where everyone can only comment and they don't come up on the screen afterwards at the video. It looks crap, like it'd be better, wouldn't it? If you could highlight it. But yeah, man, you know, I respect everyone for coming in. Like anyone that I've ever given any grievance to on YouTube in the past out like that, if you feel like I've ever offended you or any of that, like about probation reset. No, brother, I've not heard of that. Gringo. That's funny that Gringo, the name. Just Gringo, nice one for joining, bro. It's funny because we used to call a lad Gringo. A lad called Michael. Imagine it was him as well, and he called himself Gringo on YouTube. I'd be like, wow, no way did it stay with you, the name Gringo Michael. Yeah, he used to look like a gringo. Hey, gringo. So, 2025 is going to be Donald Trump in it. Does he come in January? January 2025 is going to be. Now, do we save this for StreamYard? Secret. I'm going to let you lead the way. Your set up a StreamYard. Me and Secret will jump on, right? So you're wanting a show. Let's go, right? So people, the audience are requesting that I go live on StreamYard so they can join the show. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to end the video here. Like this video. You don't need to leave a comment because you can do. But yeah, I don't like. Sometimes I always think like, why did he say leave a comment? If it's about something, you know, like if I say like, yeah, this is what I think about that. What do you think? Leave a comment. Like, but just everybody says leave a comment, and it's like, I know it's about the algorithm, but just hit the like button. That's what I'm going to say on this channel from now on. Like it's free to hit the like, you know, because I've been doing it with YouTubers, and you know what? I do it with the ones that I think are sincere. So if you think the YouTuber's sincere, give them a like on the video that you watched. Don't mean you have to like every one of their videos. You just every now and again just think, yeah, you know what, you deserve your like. There you go. I tip them. Shit, it's free. You know it up, set it up then, bro. Let's see, man, they're hounding me down, Don't worry, Pablo, I'm coming, bro, I'm coming. Right, gang, peace out. Good night, God bless.